Hey, what's up, guys? Josh here. I'm looking to help you today. In other words, help you. I want to help you today. All right. Anyways, here's the thing. I got to thinking, and I was like, when do I do my best work? When do I actually take what I'm saying and put it to paper and put it to use? And it all came down to my secret place. You see, what's unique about your secret place is that the secret place can actually be wherever you can be you, plain and simple. Um, my secret place can be in a couch. It can be on this chair. It can be in a garage, and those are actually a few different secret places that I have. Because for me, my secret place is really when I'm just alone, right? That's my time to myself. That's when I feel like I can be myself. That's when I feel like I'm not trying to be something for someone else, which I don't encourage in the first place. I don't think that you should ever feel like you're being something for someone else. I think that you should feel like you're being you. But anyways, that's besides the point right now. But your secret place, man, you got to have that place that you can go to where you can zone out. I'll name just a few things that I believe when we're outside of our secret place, what we allow to affect us. One, I believe we allow peers, the peer pressure. A lot of times, I don't think that a lot of us actually have that good, pure, positive group around us, or that positive peer group around us. I think that even like for myself, I think about it, and I'm like, I go to work, and at work, I'm actually one of the oldest ones at my job, and we've got some young kids, and they're not along that same mindset as me just yet. I definitely am trying to, work with them and get us to a point where we are kind of along that same mindset, the mindset of success and motivation and encouragement towards each other. But the thing is that we're not there, and so I don't socialize a lot outside of work, and I am working on doing so more. And I'm working on finding areas that I can. But I think a lot of times we wonder how do you do that, right? Because they say you are the five people that you're nearest to, and if I'm the five people that I'm nearest to, well, one, of course, I got my wife and kids, but I believe it's outside that even. So it's like, who do you really hang out with? Well, I've never had that problem as far as like, who do I hang out with being the trouble? My biggest problem is the fact of like finding the people that are on that same line of success as me, finding the people who do want to pursue it like I do, finding the people who maybe not only want to do it like I do, but the people who have done it before me, the people who like are actively doing what I want my life to be, right? To an extent, at least. And that's where I find my hardest spot. So one is having a positive peer group. I believe that a lot of our groups out there are negative. So I believe that that's one thing that you can go to your secret place for, to be able to get away from the peer pressure, the negative peer pressure, that is. Two, I believe your environment. I believe your environment can be a huge one. And environment can be multiple things. I mean, yeah, it definitely could be your work environment, but it also can be your home environment. It could be your school environment. There's multiple environments that it can actually be where you find like yourself falling into this rut or this life that you don't want for yourself, but you keep dropping yourself back into it. So your secret place is good for that, getting away from your environment. Let's see. Lastly, medical. I believe that your secret place is good for getting away from any kind of medical concerns that you might have. I personally have been through a lot in my life, but one of my biggest things is actually since I was 16, I've dealt with severe IBS right now. IBS is one of those things for a lot of people it's hard to talk about because it's kind of an uncomfortable situation. But for me, it's really been such a part of my life that I can toss it out there like it's not a problem right now. But it is one of those things that really affects your life because right now my life is consumed about 10, 15 minutes worth of driving, and then that's my max. I mean, I can't go outside of that because of the problems I deal with currently. But my secret place can get rid of that. My secret place doesn't hold me back due to a medical condition. So your secret place, what you'll find out, your secret place is more or less your paradise, right? It's where you can see your visions become reality. You can see your dreams become reality. It's where you can see you actually taking some action towards what you want to be. And that's what that secret place is there for. Your secret place can also be there to help you figure out how to deal with your environment, deal with the peers, deal with medical. It can be that thing that you're kind of putting up on the board, and you're like, okay, here's what I'm dealing with, right? Like, so I'm dealing with, let's say over here, I've got my severe IBS, and over here I've got like no peers, period, right? And then over here I've got, what kind of environment maybe is stuff? Maybe I got my home environment. I mean, I don't have a bad home environment, but I'm gonna say my home environment as far as like, my kid and my wife and so forth. So it's not always easy to get your study in right then and there. So maybe I have like, 1, 2, 3, and then while I'm in my secret place here, I start to come up with ideas to help me achieve or to break through whatever barriers are holding me back within these arenas, right? So severe IBS, maybe I'm gonna study like how to actually get rid of what I have, because I kind of gave up on it for a while, just because you try so many different things and you think, what's the point? So maybe over here I'm gonna, discover like a fast that might be super good for, IBS or something. And then over here with the not having people, maybe I'm gonna figure out like events to go to, like Toastmasters. I found that one, so I'm gonna go to Toastmasters tomorrow actually. And then maybe over here, like I said, my home environment with my wife and kid or something. Maybe I'm gonna figure out a schedule that works for me. Like, hey, this is my time to be able to have some me time. This is my time with my kid, my time with my wife. So maybe I'm gonna figure out something that works for that. So it can be multiple things, right? But again, your secret place is that would get you out of your current situation. And I think that's a big thing that I just want to hit, because I think a lot of times you are pulled back to your normal life. And there's like these moments that we're like, man, I think I can be great. And man, oh man, there's so much out there for me. And I got this dream and that dream and this idea and that idea. But then all of a sudden you kind of get swamped back with your environment, and you get held back by it, whatever that might be. Again, environment, peers, and medical, I find being some of the large ones out there. So guys, find your secret place. That's the big thing for you, I think, today. You just got to have that place that you can go to. You can mellow out. Maybe it's your meditation place, right? So meditation is a huge one. Being able to take that time just to reflect back on maybe negative thoughts and how you need to get rid of those, but make them aware so that you know when you are being this negative person, how to get rid of them. And then next, bring in the positive, right? What are you going to work on today? Is it going to be kindness? Is it going to be gratitude? Is it going to be, helping a person in need? Is it going to be whatever that might be, right? And then also like something like business-wise or goal-wise, right? Like, what are you going to do today to get you to your goal down the road? So one of the things I like to do when I meditate is try to envision me being on a stage talking to thousands, right? I even try to envision like, what am I wearing on that stage, right? So one day I'm gonna wake up and all of a sudden, like my body, my mind, I'm just gonna believe like, yo, that this is the person I am. And if I'm not on a stage, it's gonna be so uncomfortable that like I have to do something to be able to get on that stage. So it needs to be something that drives me. So your secret place is something, man, like that's your paradise again, right? So you gotta get that place where the moment you go inside there, you don't allow what you don't want inside that door, right? If you don't want that life, you don't allow it in. If you don't want that sickness, you don't allow it in. If you don't want whatever it is, but you cannot allow it in that door, that is your place to be able to focus on the future you, the you that you want to become, right? So that's my encouragement to you today, guys. Keep following me, man. I'm excited. I want to impact some people here. Obviously I'm just at the beginning stages, and I just like talking right now. Like I just like talking, knowing that maybe one person is going to watch this, and maybe just that one person is going to have their life change just a little bit, So, hey man, next time, make today a positive day. Make today the day, like right now, as soon as this video is done, go find that positive place and know that it's your positive place, okay? Or your secret place, sorry. Go find that secret place. And then in that secret place, maybe come up with something that you can put up, maybe like a board, dry erase, or maybe like, those peel and stick ones, like pieces of paper that you can put up. And I mean, come up with your ideas there, but write them down, put them down, and then come up with actions that you're gonna do based off of that, those ideas, right? Because an idea is an idea. I mean, like it goes nowhere unless you actually put, the pen to paper. Then after the pen to paper, it's got to put the work in to be able to discover, okay, what do I have to do today to accomplish that? Okay, well, hey, I will talk to you all later, and I'm looking forward to it. So stay tuned.